Sanctify them by the truth. Your word is the truth. As you sent me into the world, I have sent them into the world. For them I sanctify myself, that they too may be truly sanctified. Greeting, guys. It is me here with a message of the kingdom of heaven. Guys, this is part 2 of the episode we just done. I was looking at it, and really, guys, it is very much in my mind, because I am thinking about the people who are sent. You understand? Because you see, guys, I don't know, this generation, guys, is just a nonsensical generation in the making. And for me, it's just difficult to even think of Jesus and think about this generation. It's just, I don't know, guys. But as I've always been saying, that I do believe that there is a remnant of sheep somewhere. It's just that, guys, people are failing rapidly. Guys, they are failing rapidly. Jesus, guys, is the author of life. And if we are dying spiritually like this, we were born spiritually dead. The guy came and gave us the blood. And people who got saved, they are now dead again. So you understand, guys, the world is filled with bunch of failures. It's filled with bunch of dead people. And we are an embarrassment in that second heaven where Satan and his cohort sit, because it's like Jesus brought his blood, yet half of the world is spiritually dead because they don't want Jesus. The second half was saved because now they are changing the word and they are continuing with sin, so they are dying again. You understand? So it's just, we are just a bunch of embarrassment. As I've said in the last episode, that guys, I really am trying, guys. I really am trying, because I want to enter that kingdom. Believe me when I tell you. But now, when I get there, Paul is asking me which generation you're coming from. The nonsensical one. Guys, this generation is nonsense in the making. Nonsense in the making. Nevertheless, guys, let's continue. So we're speaking here about being called, because Jesus has sent people just like he himself was sent, So he says, as you sent me, I send them. You understand? So it is imperative that we learn from him. But guys, the truth of the matter is, it's way too difficult to obey Jesus. Guys, it's difficult. Guys, I preach against sin so much and teach against sin so much because of what I've seen in the spirit realm. Really, when you continue in sin after knowing the truth, you lose Jesus. People have lost Jesus. It's just the way it is. And people are busy going to church dead, coming back from church dead because they think that they're gonna be forgiven. You really do. His disciples, they really stopped sinning because they realized, they saw what really happens when you continue in sin after knowing the truth. But at the end of the day, guys, I cannot lie and say that it's easy to obey that man. Guys, it's difficult. It's difficult. I was also saying in the last one that my Lord always tell me that I complain. And guys, truly speaking, I always complain. Guys, I cry. My pillow sometimes has become this towel that is, guys, I don't know. I cry because of the pain. And sometimes what makes it more painful is the fact that I don't have people close to me who I can go and cry to and say, listen, hey, it's difficult, to stand by the truth, because they've already given in to sin. So what's the point of going to people who've already given in to sin? Because obviously the mere fact that they've given in to the lust of the flesh means that they don't think that Jesus exists. It means that they don't believe in Jesus, even though they go to church. They will tell you that they are forgiven. And guys, that is something that is almost said by people who are hypocrites, people who don't want to accept the truth, who wants to say, oh, we are saved, you'll forgive us. They don't want to change because they don't believe, so they don't want to say they don't believe, so they hide behind forgiveness nonsense. Nevertheless, it makes things 10 times harder when you just like, damn, I can't even go to a pastor, because when I enter that place, you start telling me about career, start telling me about money, start telling me about earthly blessings. It's just like Guys, I hate this generation. To be honest, I wish I was born in the generation of Paul. At least I'll have someone who stands by the truth. I wish I was born in the generation of Jesus. At least I'll have someone who will die for the truth. In this generation, nobody dies for it. Everyone turns at a slight, guys. Guys, it's embarrassing. Nevertheless, at the end of the day, guys, it's difficult to obey Jesus. So because of that, as I've said, I cry a lot, because of pain, and not having anyone to cry to as well. I have to cry to my Lord, who will tell me that keep firm, stand firm, which is not wrong. But when you want someone who is like you, because my Lord is a God. At the end of the day, I might be speaking with him and praying and stuff, but he's a God. Yes, he comforts me, and encourages me, but sometimes you want someone who's like you, who's also feeling the same pain and stuff. So it makes things hard. I remember one time my Lord was saying to me that I know that it's difficult, I know that it's hard, but I have to test you. And he was saying that because, guys, I had been crying so much that my Lord, this is difficult. My life is like a series of tests, test after test, test after test, and it's the test of obeying him and not having anyone close to me who also obeys him. You understand? People are just giving in, giving in, giving in. And my Lord was like, listen, I understand that it's painful. I understand it's difficult, but bear with me because I also bear with you. You understand? I have to test you. And guys, what was saying made sense, you understand, but still, it's still painful. You know what I mean? So when he sends you, he wants you to be faithful to him. Obviously, you must be first. You first must be faithful to him, And then the people you are leading, he expects you to make sure that they also obey him. And if they don't obey him, he will get rid of them. I was mentioning in the last part, but I was very fast, about Ezekiel. Daddy was telling Ezekiel, he said, Ezekiel, go to these obstinate people, tell them my message. If they don't take it, that is their problem. They will die in their sins. But if you tell them and they don't obey, it's their problem. But if you don't tell them, I will ask their blood from you. You understand? So it's important, you as the one who is sent, to be faithful to him and preach exactly what he says, no matter what people would say or think or do to you. You understand? Because if you don't tell them, you will suffer. You will suffer. You see, guys, there's something you should understand. If you know something and you refuse to do it, that is a decision. That's why Jesus says, children, do not sin, but if you do sin, there's blood. Meaning, it's okay if you don't understand, I will forgive you. And then he says, once you know the truth and you continue in sin, there no longer remains sacrifice for sins. Meaning, the moment you get saved, guys, blood is running out. You need to understand that. So once you know the truth, once you know that you shouldn't be having sex with your partner outside marriage and you continue in it, you are deciding. It's a decision that you've taken that you won't obey him. Once you know that you shouldn't be loving money, and I explained in the last part what is loving money. I said it's when you compromise his word. You bribe or you lie in order to get it. You love the things of the world. You bribe or you lie to get them. Because with money, guys, we are in the generation, or in the world, or in the kingdom where money was created. Without it, you can't have. So it's difficult to know how far you can go, But loving it is when you compromise, you lie and you bribe in order to get it, or the things of the world. In other words, you compromise his word, you disobey his word to get those things or money. That is loving money, because we are not told to not have money, but we are told not to love money, So, guys, it's things like that, So when you know that's truth and you know that you shouldn't be loving the things of the world and you continue after knowing, then it's a decision. It means that you've decided to lose Jesus. So in Jesus's eyes, it's like, why should you keep a person who's decided to get rid of me? You understand? So when he tells me to get rid of people, and guys, believe me, I cry for people, and I'm like, my Lord, just give them this last chance. And with the Holy Spirit, it's like, well, he won't even respond. He's done. He will tell you, if you continue, he will tell me, if you continue with this person, I'll kick you out of my kingdom. I'll get rid of you. So guys, I'm really, really scared of that man, because I know that as much as he is loving, he's also very cold. He just doesn't play game. Him and sin, guys, it's water and diesel. So I get rid of people. I run away from people. People don't understand why I get rid of them, because I don't tell them, if you are saved and you've been with me because I'm called, you will do things, and I will tell you, don't do this, don't do this. But when you continue doing them after knowing, it's because you've decided to continue doing those things. Why should I keep you? Why should I lose Jesus when you have decided? Because it's a decision. Am I saying that it's easy to obey Jesus? Hell to the never. I told you that my Lord always says that I complain. So it's not easy. But I'm saying that you have decided to continue, meaning it's a decision. You've decided to lose Jesus. Why now, as a cold person, should I keep you when you've decided? Why should I lose Jesus because of you? Because now you've decided. If it's your child, one who doesn't understand, or one who just recently gotten saved and doesn't understand, obviously I will start telling them, and Jesus will keep forgiving them. You understand? Keep forgiving them, but there will come a time. So when they continue, when the time has come, I stay away. And people will be like, but I've been doing these things and you've been with me. It's because you were forgiven. Because according to Jesus, you were still growing. Now you know the truth. And according to Jesus, he is cognizant that now you can discipline yourself. So since you are continuing, you are deciding. You have decided. So if you've decided, there's nothing anyone can do about it. I can't lose Jesus because of you. So if you are called, I really, really hope that I'm speaking to a sheep. If you are called, because I know that people will continue being called, even if this is a nonsensical generation, people will continue being called. But if you are a sheep, because the sheep obeys Jesus, don't lose Jesus because of people who have decided. These guys, people have decided, they know the truth. Guys, if you know something and you continue doing that wrong thing, it means you've decided to do the thing. You understand? So once a person shows you that they've decided, even if they don't tell you, because they won't tell you, oh, well, I rather lose Jesus than losing money. I rather lose Jesus than losing things. No, they will keep quiet and continue doing their things. It means they've decided because you've told them. It means that also you now have to decide whether you choose them or you choose Jesus. And believe me when I tell, the Holy Spirit will make it clear to you that if you continue with them, he will get rid of you as well. So you get rid of people. It doesn't matter what they say, guys. If they've decided, there's nothing you can do. Is there anything you can do? Hell to the never. There's nothing you can do. You understand? So it's just the way it is, guys. It's just the way it is. So I wanted to repeat this because I wanted to make sure that this is clear to people who are called. I'm not right now speaking to everyone, but the sheep who are called, not the wolf who are called, because wolves are also called. Judas was called. Pastors are busy preaching their own thing in churches, yet they are called. So now I'm speaking to a sheep who is called. And the sheep obeys Jesus when they know the truth, because they are scared. Guys, you're not obeying Jesus because it's easy, because it's nice. We are cut from the same breed. We've got the same flesh, which find it difficult to obey. But because you are scared of losing Jesus, because you are scared of disobeying that man, because guys, you've got a revelation of who Jesus is. You understand? So I just wanted to make sure that you get this. It is important. Don't lose Jesus because of people who have decided. If it's a decision, it's a decision. Let them go. Get rid of them. Move forward. Let the person move on, but move forward with Jesus. You rather have no one than have people